Hello, my name is Ali Macrae. I'm not actually from the UK, but I'll tell you where I am from. That's a little hint, actually.
You've got a dog there.
My name's Ali, that's me. I'm actually from Australia originally, but I'm lucky enough to have passports from both Australia and Lithuania, thanks to my grandparents. So this has meant I've been able to live and work in the UK. I spent 3 years in London, so a little bit UK, but I now live in Paris, where I've been for just over 2 years. I work as a stylist and art director, mostly in fashion, beauty and luxury sector, and this is some of my work. So I freelance mostly for small independent brands and magazines on commercial and editorial work. But all of this starts for me with personal projects. So I'm always thinking of new ideas, ways to collaborate with other people, and this is really what keeps me motivated and inspired and also allows me to get more work. So having moved a lot in my adult life, I'm really interested in home and identity and how we use the objects around us, our clothes, our spaces, to define and influence us. So for this project, I was really interested to collaborate with a brand called Bless. They were founded 21 years ago, and they're based between Paris and Berlin. And what was interesting to me about them is that they work between fashion and more product design. This is an image from their store in Berlin, which is actually a real apartment, and the store manager lives inside the apartment. So when you want to visit, you ring the doorbell, you can hang out, have a cup of tea, sit in the hammock, enjoy yourself. So I chose to pick kind of everyday home items that they've designed and given their own twist. So some examples were some cutlery, which they've turned into fine jewellery by adding these chains to them. These glasses, which they've added chain fringe to, kind of defeating the purpose of glasses. And then this is actually an electrical cable. So they like to draw attention to things that we have in our homes that everybody recognises, but adding some ornamentation and decoration that you would not expect. To contrast with their quite modern approach, I wanted to have quite a cliche, chic, bourgeois setting. So to have this unexpected combination of their items with the set. I was lucky enough to work with a photographer called Mathieu Levanchy, who I approached because he works a lot with still life and with interior photography, but still has quite an elegant, refined final product. And I really wanted to have something quite polished to contrast with their objects, which are quite unexpected. So here we can see some of the results. So this is the glasses in this like comfy reading chair. This is a wine glass, and the base, that stone is actually the base of the glass, so it's not so easy to drink from. Yes, maybe it's going to help if you want to slow down your drinking. But we added in the grapes to create this kind of sense of like a typical food magazine. Here we have a reading light, which has been added with these decorative balls onto it, and then we had a little fun, sexy book to add to it. Here we had the cutlery jewellery, which they've taken out of context from being a food object and turned into jewellery, but we wanted to bring it back and put it on a fine dining plate. And then lastly, these are some knitted boots that they do very regularly, but we wanted to bring the slippers back into this kind of leisurely setting. And so what was really interesting for me with this project was it was just purely something fun, an idea I wanted to explore, a brand I was interested in, and a photographer I admired, but it really led quite directly to some of my first work in Paris. It caught the eye of an art director at an agency called Ullman Consorti, who I worked with for quite a long time and still freelance with, and that's it, voila. Thank you.
I love it. Do you get stoned while drinking wine?